Hello there, it's Tamika Chambers with, today is Tuesday with another practice question, if you will, for helping you to prepare for the NCLEX. And it's a priority question. As I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I saw a note where a girl was saying, a lady was saying that she had a hard time with priority questions. And this is one of the slides I often will go through with, actually a PowerPoint that I will go through with my clients, and it's in helping them to understand these priority questions and to help break them down. As you know about your ABCs when it comes to who needs to be seen first, or who needs your care first. And then also too, I saw something that said, looking at safety, you think about Maslow's hierarchy needs, looking at safety, discomfort, education, and feelings. So let me go on to our question here, and excuse that question. You'll see number 3 here. And I want you to actually read this question and then take a minute. I want you to pause it, and I want you to take a minute to try to answer it yourself to what you think should be the first thing you should address versus the last thing to address. And when you're done, come back to this recording. So, all right, so I think you're back. Let's go. Number the priority of the following conditions using the numbers 1 through 6, with number 1 as greatest priority and number 6 as least. So we have to make sure that we read that carefully. And I like this question, even though it doesn't have, additional identifiers in it regarding what's going on with the AFib, the first degree block. This is a great question to kind of look at, okay, what condition would I actually see first? Okay, so we have AFib, we have first degree heart block, shortness of breath upon exertion, and obstructed airway, fluid needs, and respect and esteem by others. Now, often what people will do, they will get the obstructed airway correct. They'll be the first thing that they'll see, but often they'll go to the shortness of breath. But notice it says shortness of breath upon exertion. So when they're exertion, when they're doing something, that's when they have shortness of breath. I have them to look at the word obstructive and obstructive airway. You see how the obstructive, another word for obstructive is what? Block, right? And so we do have another block going on, first degree heart block. Red flag, arrhythmia that can lead to a heart attack, right? Because the signal is not getting through like it should be. So we have a first degree heart block. So number 1 is going to be your obstructive airway, first degree heart block. Then we have another arrhythmia, AFib, that we need to see next, right? Because we know AFib, blood clots, it's an arrhythmia. We need to go ahead and see them. So we're in our ABCs. Not yet. Well, this is the time then for our shortness of breath upon exertion, because it's still an airway issue, but it's not as severe as AFib because they only get shortness of breath upon exertion. Then we can give them their fluid needs, right? The physical, make sure they have what they need. And then the mental, respect and esteem by others will actually go last. And as always, you want to look at your rationale to look at that. And we pretty much got it right. So think about, yes, ABCs is I use it often, a lot. And then also too, what are those other needs that they're needing? Make sure I have their physical needs met, and then we go into their mental. Anyone need mental needs met? Etc. So I hope this was a little helpful for you in picking out that keyword obstruction and looking. If I selected that, is there anyone else with an airway or circulation problem that has to do with blockage too as well, right? And then that shortness of breath only upon exertion. So make sure you read your full statements and understand what's going on with your client. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Remember, you got this.